a blowout. Wait, finish.
Oh.
No, it's on. We're on.
Oh, hi. We're professionals.
I go, oh, wait, finish.
Welcome, you guys. This is clearly our very first Facebook Live.
Clearly.
For Poderotica. Whoa. The sign you can see in the back that Danny made.
Danny made this, you guys. I want to give...
Like, painted it. He
with my own blood. I bleed yellow and the full rainbow.
He actually crocheted that all season. He's been working on it.
Yeah.
Just hoping that he would get to be a part of other episodes.
That's actually how he convinced us to be part of it. He's like, made this for you guys.
He actually just showed up. We didn't even invite him tonight, and he's here. Just kidding. The official answer is that... What?
Is it called the police?
Oh. Is that Danny is now like a series regular, which is what I'm saying, which is very not, like, it's not official enough to say series regular, but he is. How do you feel?
I haven't been regular in weeks, so this is so good.
If that was a poop joke, you're fired.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I approve.
I am so excited, and I am humbled to be in your presence, so thank you.
That is my favorite way to respond to
I feel like such a Ron amongst Harry and Hermione, just slowing you down, so...
Which actually reminds me of an argument we got in on our group chat. We were saying that Allie was sort of like Hermione because she's got big hair and a big attitude. And then I was like, I guess that makes me Luna. And she was like, or Lavender Brown, which is such an insult.
You've never been so offended by anything.
She's a nothing character. I'm still so mad about it.
She gets played by 3 different actresses of 2 different races in the movie, so clearly.
Well, you would clearly be snogging Lavender.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
She's Luna.
Okay, she's good.
I'm over it. But so what we're going to do eventually in a second is we're going to read a new short story that did we reach out to this person or did this person submit it?
No, we reached out to this person and we found this what looks to be a hilarious story, and we got approval, and it's pretty quick and dirty, so we're going to do it over the course of the next 3 weeks. We're going to read 1 chapter of Facebook Live, an episode, and it's just the whole theme of it is ridiculous.
I think we already said on Instagram that someone is a stripper. So
yes, someone.
Be warned. Okay, but before we get started, we obviously need to write a new intro to the podcast now that Danny is a part of it. And so I wrote 3 fake intros, and they have not read them, and I'm going to make them read. It's a cold read, right?
Cold read, yeah.
Cold read. Okay, I text it to you. You have it.
Okay.
Okay, but wait. Allie's going to have to play the music, so it sounds really official.
The theme music.
Are you on number 1?
Yep.
Oh, the games that make them play.
So excited right now. Okay, let's do it.
Oh, wait. The instructions are read it in your best, like, professional intro voice, like how we do, like, na-na-na-na-na, you know? Those are
yes.
I'm going to read it with, like, a country twang.
This is your audition. No.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to the Poderotica Podcast.
Mom.
They were calling me cool, Mom.
Which is like, sort of a compliment.
A Mean Girl reference.
Well, it's because you only communicate via voice memo, like a mom who can't type because her thumbs are too big and the font is too big as well.
I'm all about the audio message.
All voices.
Like, hey guys, me again. Hey. Checking in.
Okay, are you ready? Wait, hold on. Now I lost it. Okay, when you play the music, we'll start. Intro number 1. What happens when your favorite Harry Potter characters get put in slightly more adult situations?
The answer is my sex dreams. I mean, Potterotica. Yes, that's erotic. Harry Potter fan fiction.
Chances are you've never heard of this, unless you've been reading my diary, so naturally wanted to make a podcast about it.
I'm Lindsay Rush.
I'm Allie Lefevre.
And I'm Danny McGonigal, and this is the Potterotica Podcast.
Woo! That was good. Okay, how'd that feel, you guys?
I really like that one.
Okay. Number 2.
It.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Intro number 2. Maybe if anyone's watching, they can vote for their favorite.
Okay. Okay. Oh. We want votes.
Hi.
Hearts and likes.
I see, like, emojis. It's so cute.
I see emojis from a distance. You guys, we can't read this in here, so.
We will, though, be responding to anything that you say when we're done with the story.
Yes. Promise. Okay. We ready?
Intro number 2. Cue the music.
Hey, Allie, are you as horny as I am?
Only every minute of every day. What about you, Linz?
I'm very, very horned up.
So let's make a podcast about that!
I'm Lindsay Rush.
I'm Allie Lefevre.
And I'm Tricky Dick. And I'm Tricky Dick Chapman. And this is the Potteronica Podcast.
That one felt really good.
I didn't read that.
That's a Dad Chapman
That
reference,
is,
in
yeah.
case you guys missed a previous
He's going to be
episode.
so proud.
That's
Oh,
very
hilarious.
good. Okay, last one.
Okay.
You start this one off, ma'am. Maybe the music's a little loud.
It feels loud, too. Let's go down.
Just a note.
This is
Just a note
live.
from the director. The music's a bit loud.
You guys get cute. Okay. Do you ever wish that you could listen to a podcast with your loins?
Do you hope for a secret sexual podcast that you can definitely won't tell your friends about?
Have you ever found yourself saying, man, I wish those Harry Potter characters would get it on already?
Have we got a podcast for you? I'm Lindsay Rush.
I'm Allie Lefevre.
And I'm Turd Ferguson, and this is the Potterotica Podcast.
Yay! Scene. You guys, any of those could work for season 2.
Absolutely.
That was great hazing.
Welcome to season 2, Danny.
Well, with that, is there anything else we need to do before we dive into the stripper story?
Well, I wanted to acknowledge some of our fans.
Yes, thank you, Danny.
Maybe some of
Just-
them are listening.
He's the thoughtful one.
And I think we're gonna call this the House Cup portion.
Oh my
No, we're
God.
not naming this. But
Did not run
We
that
should
by
just
us.
keep plugging ridiculous sections to our podcast.
Every time they
Every
change.
time.
yeah. So on Instagram, thanks to Wild Soph, Grayish Gray, Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
Jay, not a Muggle Musgrove, which I think is what you would call yourself if you were a Muggle, but pretending not to be.
Right, seems
We're on to you.
Sam C, who actually I think is watching
Oh,
now, is very
Yes, she
exciting.
is.
Is our most valuable Potterotic.
Yes, that's right.
So 10 points.
Oh, we're back?
We're back.
So we're all like this. Now we're all the moms.
We almost lost a connection for a second.
It's back up?
I think we're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're continuing. So we're still live, 7 minutes and 38 seconds in.
Should we spend the next 30 minutes wondering if we're on?
Okay, on. You guys, can somebody check your signal?
Perfect time for a bathroom break.
It's a
Okay, let's do it.
Anyway.
Cheers. Let's do a little toast to these casual mugs that have nothing to do with
Nothing
it's
to
just
do with-
very
And they're not filled with coffee.
Or
They're full of
are they?
butter beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to lay off this stuff. Season 8 or episode 8, I got a little crazy with that champagne. I didn't realize how much of that drunk girl at the bar I sound like.
it was not.
Oh,
No, you never sound like that.
thank you guys.
Okay. So
So-
wait, are we diving in? Part 1, right?
I think we do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. So want to say what it's called? Do you remember what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Luke the Magician.
Michael Bay sound effects in post editing.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. Susan!
Yeah, where's Suze right now?
She's nowhere. This is okay. Allie's gonna read because she thinks she's the boss.
Hermione. Hermione would read, guys.
Stop.
So this is called Luke the Magician. This is chapter 1. Come on, Hermione. You need to look hot. I'm picking out your outfit. Hermione rolled her eyes as Ginny Weasley pushed her aside playfully to get into her walk-in. She emerged a few minutes later to find her newly single friend smoothing, taming her wild curls in front of the full-length mirror. Who else is coming tonight, Jen?
Jen.
Luna, Angelina, you and me. It's going to be so much fun.
You know who didn't get an invite just now?
Lavender Brown.
Lavender Brown.
This is what I'm saying. She's not part of the
She's
squad.
Not even Padma
Sorry,
Patel.
Lav.
No.
You got ousted.
You're such a
So they're going out. The girls are going out.
Girls are going out.
Cool.
Girls' night. It's going to be so much fun. Here, try this. The redhead threw her a sultry black tank. A sultry black tank dress with silver piping on the tank sleeve and hem. It was a dress Hermione had fallen in love with in the store, but never felt the occasion to wear. It tightly contoured around her body with a deep scoop neck, front, and exposed a decent amount of cleavage without being vulgar.
Hermione.
What's the ball during the Triwizard tournament, or right before, where they're like all look really elegant?
And Ron looks
Oh,
really...
And Ron's wearing that terrible
the
tuxedo.
The ruffled tuxedo?
Yeah, this is like what Hermione put on, and then they were like, Miss Granger, please change.
Right, it was
Put
like
on that-
against dress code.
They have to do
Put
the
that lavender number on.
right. They have to do the like fingertip to thigh ratio.
You guys, in
and this
middle school,
fails.
we had a teacher would have to put their hand, which thinking back, this is so horrible, hand on our knee to see if our like skirt or shorts were too high. And so a male teacher was touching our
Oof.
knees
Oh,
to
really?
determine.
Oh, we just
Yeah,
had
it's
to
bad
do the
stuff.
bottom of the fingertips.
So we-
I was a man. I didn't have to do anything.
How
I got
short
away
were
with
your
everything.
skirts? Wow, there's a new narrative.
Shocker! All right. It slightly flared out below her hips before ending just below her thighs. It was a bit more revealing than she was used to, but really did look great on her body, highlighting her small waist and generous curves.
People always write that Hermione has generous curves. I feel like in all the stories that we
No,
read,
and like, does she? Is that like a thing about her?
I don't know. I would never say generous
I think
curves.
it just sounds sexy.
Her smart brain and boxy figure.
Her smart brain and disappointing body.
Her broad
body.
shoulder.
You're cut quite like a man. She has more swimmer shoulders.
But whip smart.
Yeah.
Where the hell are we going? She glanced back, indicating for her friend to help with the zipper. Also, it'd be like this. Where the hell are we going?
We don't need it. We don't need it.
I'm gonna act out every part.
This is not.
This is like a.
You were
track.
also, when you were describing her dress, you were like,
I know. I was feeling like I needed some live entertainment. For
Smoothing
everyone.
it out.
Ginny had changed into a pretty silver dress with a flouncy skirt. You'll see. It's going to be so much fun. She passed Hermione a pair of strappy sandals and adjusted her own makeup in the mirror while she waited. Hermione, you look gorgeous. The girls applied their finishing touches before heading out. I feel like Ginny has never showed that much emotion, ever.
I know, but I like it. I've always
Yeah.
wanted Ginny to show more emotion.
She was a bit underdeveloped.
Flouncy skirt.
Flouncy.
Ginny.
If you ever describe anything I'm wearing as a flouncy,
Also, it's like, girls, we're going out. Put on your flouncy
your
skirt.
flounciest skirt.
Not
Get
a
out.
sex appeal like flouncy skirts.
So we have a little story break.
Oh.
The Ministry Owl landed ungracefully on his coffee table, refusing any treats and swooping out the moment the letter is removed. Mr. Malfoy, this is to inform you that the investigation into the Malfoy estate is complete. You will be able to access your family's inheritance by the end of the week. We apologize for the delay in our findings and any inconvenience this has caused. Best wishes for the future. Sincerely, Kingsley Shacklebolt, Minister of Magic.
Very official.
I know. About bloody time, Draco shouted into no one as he was left alone in his flat. It had been 5 years since the war, and he was nearing the end of the bit of wizarding money his mother had smartly put aside for him before it all went to shit. Such a downer.
How the mighty have fallen.
Okay, so now we know that they're like in their mid-20s.
Yeah, this is like early 20s.
Hermione's
Emily's
still
like,
questionably 18.
Yeah.
Forever.
She's at least
What if every story we do then suddenly they're like, and Snape enters stage left? I promise this isn't about Snape.
This is not a Snape. We're switching it up. Luckily, the bit of side work he'd been doing in the Muggle world had kept him afloat, and his flat was paid for in full before any of it had begun. But he was really growing weary of the lifestyle and ready to reinvigorate his family's business. Tonight would be a time for celebration. He was reclaiming his wealth and position in the world. One last show. He smirked cheerfully, grabbing his things before heading out to work for the night.
So Draco's the stripper.
We have the stripper.
One last show.
I feel like it's like one last show.
He like goes down
I know.
like this,
One last
with like his jacket over his
He's
shoulder.
like, I can feel he's like pumping himself up in the mirror, like, you got this, buddy. Like,
so
seeing an
he's
8 Mile.
had to be a stripper because his money's been put on hold. Is that what we're
They're
understanding?
investigating the
For
the
5
Malfoys.
years, he's been putting himself through life as a stripper.
It's like a Trump administration.
Dude, he's gonna be like he's got to be like a famous stripper then. You know, like he must be like a top stripper. Why do I assume that if you have a 5-year career as a stripper, it means you're like the top stripper?
I feel like those things don't correlate.
Not very
at all.
upward, not a lot of
Or
upward movement.
Or he's been like one of like the linebackers that's been on the bench for 5 years, but he's just not bad enough to
Just
cut.
waiting
Yeah.
for a stripper to like break an arm or something.
He's like
Yeah.
the Sunday afternoon squad.
Okay. One last show.
One last show. Break. The ladies met up outside of Forbidden
I think that means like meanwhile and another
Yeah.
with other people.
Meanwhile. Break. The ladies met up outside of Forbidden Nights in Muggle London. Oh my god, we're not! Hermione screamed, laughing when the other girls giggled. Girls' night! They all yelled as they entered the club.
Sorry, what is worse than girls who have a girls' night and yell girls' night? Nothing.
This is the SNL sketch before Halloween. They like all look great,
Oh,
they're
right.
doing fine, and then they're getting lap dances from Draco, and Ginny's vomiting, and
Yes, it's like,
totally awry.
oh man.
I've never-
Forbidden Nights?
You Forbidden Nights. I've never been to a male strip club. Have you?
You've been to a female strip club?
Yeah. All my guys, whenever they turn 19 in Canada, they would go to.
So specific.
Well, we would go. I'm from Detroit. We would go to Canada whenever we turned 19, and we'd all go to a strip club with our guy friends. So I've never been to a male one.
I don't think I've been to a strip club.
I've been to a female strip club. So if you've been to a male strip club, let us know what it's
Tell
like.
us if Forbidden Night sounds real.
I hope
When we
so.
get there. Break.
The club was packed with women. There was already a group dance on the stage that was nearing its finale. 7 very buff and attractive men were shirtless, wearing the teeniest boxer briefs while waving their umbrellas to a modern remix of It's Raining Men.
Okay, guys, I have a thing prepared for you. Oh, no.
Did they say
That's the
tiny
after show.
umbrellas?
Yeah, like cocktail umbrellas.
Just little like.
In your fingers.
Wow.
Is this a magical strip club?
I think it's
No, it said
Muggle.
Muggle London.
But I hope.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh,
he's
so
so
Draco's
good.
gonna. Yes, he's the top stripper because he uses magic.
That's why. Ellie does like an engorgement charm at his wedding. This could be. That's how you make your money.
Allie knows.
Hermione found it kind of silly, but she had to admit it was hot as well. The other girls.
Oh, the umbrella dance.
Yeah. The other girls squealed in delight as they were shown their table right near the front of center stage. The night went on and performance after performance played out before them while they drank and laughed and giggled with every dance.
They just kept screaming, "Girls' night!"
One shot, redheaded sluts all around. And then Jenny's like, that's me!
Little known fact: the redheaded slut shot was named after Ginny.
It all makes sense.
Very well done.
At one point, one of the rather largely built men had grabbed Luna by the table, chair, and all, lifting it up in the air and positioning his face between her legs.
What's the wedding celebration where people?
The hora?
Yeah.
The hora.
Was that
Hora.
The hora?
Oh, it's called the hora?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but there's a joke there, you know.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god! Ginny screamed, watching as Luna dreamily participated in the sexy dance with a smile on her face. Hermione was blushing uncontrollably at the spectacle, and Angelina was hooting and hollering while tossing muggle bills at the man. How did Angelina make an appearance in
Who
here?
was Angelina?
Angelina Johnson. She was like on Gryffindor's Quidditch team.
Of course. Of course. Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
How did Angelina make the cut and Lavender didn't?
I mean-
like, not that I'm like related
But at
to
least,
Lavender.
yeah, I feel like Lavender would have made the cut over Angelina.
Don't just say that to make me feel
Let's
better.
try to make you feel good about who you are. When the dance was over, he led Luna back to the table. She smiled up at him, sweetly thanking him for a good time. Just when he was done, the MC came back out on the floor, announcing that the next act was a crowd pleaser.
Oh my
So
god.
excited. Oh.
Unless you're any of the students in his year at... I guess, but that would be good to see Draco like, oh, he got what was coming to him.
Like, imagine seeing someone that you hated from high school doing a big center stage stripper show, and they didn't know you were going to be there, and they had to just keep performing.
Two
You're just
people
like,
I graduated with became strippers for a temporary amount of time. Guys, one was our
you just say
salutatorian.
I like see like
Salutatorian. Actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, things derailed a little bit after high school. Where am I? Okay. Ginny pulled Hermione in close. The girls have a surprise for you. Just please play along. It will make them so happy.
Is it is it Hermione's birthday or like bachelorette party or anything?
I don't know. I think we missed that.
She hazed her owls. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe they're just trying to haze her because she never goes out.
Yeah, stick in the mud. Hermione was about to ask what she was on about when the MC walked out towards their table mid-speech. Do you believe in magic, ladies? He smiled out to the roaring audience.
Little does he know,
You have
right?
no idea.
Oh, do we?
Hermione smiled, knowing that she was one of the few in the audience that actually understood the irony of those words. If you don't, you will after tonight. But first, for our lovely assistant. The girls at her table jumped and screamed in amusement as he reached for a red-faced Hermione's hand, leading her out to a magic box on the stage. It stood upright and had leather shackles near the top. He indicated for Hermione to reach up. From offstage came two hot dancers, who Hermione realized had just been part of an elaborate fire dance routine, flanked her on both sides, buckling each wrist into the restraints. She looked up and could see that the restraints were linked to each other, gathered in a discreet carabiner at the top.
Makes sense to me, yeah. Physically, this all sounds accurate, yeah? Continue.
Checks out.
This is the setup you have at your house, right?
The carabiners keep everything in place.
It's like those details that like weren't necessary. It's like, and the way that they can't see it. Also, she can get out of anything.
Exactly.
So I'm not worried about her. Just reminding you
But
guys.
she's
not to
just
be worried.
gonna play along.
It's a Lahomora, right?
Wow.
Oh.
The unlock spell
Yeah, yeah.
on Lahomora.
Oh my God.
She like ruins the fun immediately.
She panics and everyone like screams.
Girls were out.
She really didn't see a way out of this one on her own. Bullshit. The
Except
MC
that
was
you're very
still
powerful.
talking. I know. The MC was still talking, but she could no longer hear exactly what he was saying, with her heart beating through her chest, her face flushed with embarrassment and anticipation.
Sound effects.
Sorry, I thought that was going to be more subtle and also funny, and it was both. Keep going.
Finally, as the audience... It sounds like you're just... In the audio, it will just sound like you're just pissing in the background. Finally, as the audience started to hush down, she was able to comprehend. Special night. You see, ladies, I've just learned that this is going to be Luke's last night here at Forbidden Nights.
Luke?
Luke stage
Cool stage
name.
name.
I wanted that to be the name of my firstborn, but not anymore.
Nope. Luke.
At that, the women in the audience started booing. She even heard a few of them shouting, "No!" as if the world were about to end.
See, he's the most popular stripper.
Yes. From the crowd's response, she imagined she must be in for a treat. Oh, we're back.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Back. Okay. Calm down, ladies. Calm down. So you see, it's a very special night. More cheers and hollers from the crowd. Hermione glanced down to where she knew her friends were, but the bright lights made it hard to see their faces. On that note, I give you all Luke the Magician.
Wait, they just screaming at anything. So wait, his stripper character is a magician, like magic. That's pretty fun.
I mean, that's a great transition from
I
wizard
bet
to.
He can do a bunch of tricks, and they don't know.
How's he doing?
Oh my gosh.
We're about to find out. The crowd cheered and screamed while ladies closer to the back of the audience ran up to get as close to the stage as possible. Some of them started chanting, "Luke, Luke, 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 Luke." Hermione was sizzling with anticipation.
Why would he give up this gig? This sounds fine.
Also, this is what I love about these kinds of stories is that like it takes nothing for a woman to be like turned on. She was sizzling at the anticipation of a male stripper named Luke the Magician. No, she wasn't.
No, not at all. Actually, now that I think about it, I went to Chippendales or Thunder Nights or one of those male dance performances. I got called up on stage.
Did you black that out? Because a minute ago you hadn't been to
But
one of
they
these.
don't get
I've
naked.
only
They
been
don't
to
get naked.
Canada.
It's more like a sexy dancing.
Mm.
Is it like Vegas?
Vegas,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
super cheesy. She had no idea what she was in for. Then the music started. Wait, is this?
Da na 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 na.
Wait, what's
kinda
the
knew what she was in
song?
for.
What's the song does it say? Because we should pull it up.
It doesn't say.
Oh.
Wait, did you?
Oh, I remember. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wait, we scratched it out, didn't we?
Yeah, but...
Here we go.
Keep going.
Okay. Good luck, Luke. Make it a good one. His buddies walked over, clapping him on the back, shaking... Oh, sorry. Break. Good luck, Luke. Make it a good one.
Oh, backstage.
I think we're backstage now. Good luck, Luke. Make it a good one. His buddies walked over, clapping him on the back, shaking his hand as he checked the fittings on his costume one last time.
What costume?
You're in luck. Your victim of the night is a hot little piece of ass. It was one of the new fire dancers that he didn't know well. He responded, not really believing he could be affected anymore, given the woman that entered the club on a regular basis. He smirked up at him before sauntering out on the stage. Do we have a song? I feel like we're going back to.
I think
the
I remember
stage
that it was
scene.
this, but is that who sings that? I thought it was 50 Cent.
Yeah, it was them both.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
see.
then maybe that's right. I mean, that's what it was called.
Yeah, this is the song that's playing.
Oh, the...
Wait, do we have some...
Yes.
So good.
We're gonna watch those like eye numbers just go up because it just turns into a dance party. Of course, Magic Stick. What? Okay, carry on.
Hermione recognized the popular Muggle song that was most definitely a remix.
Oh, no.
Nope, not that one. The drawn-out entrance repeated a slow hip-hop beat that Hermione had never actually thought of as particularly sexy. But when she saw him walk out, she understood exactly why her friends were so excited for her. He was dressed like an old-fashioned magician with some obvious alterations. So like Houdini.
She understood
Twirling.
immediately what was so sexy, a vaudeville magician.
They reached, like,
Huge
fellowship.
cape. Yeah.
Very sexual.
He had a typical top hat, but beneath a long flowing robe that looked extraordinarily authentic, he wore a tightly fitted black shirt and pants with a green cummerbund and bow tie. He also had a mask that covered his eyes. He looked like Zorro, for crying out loud. It should have looked cheesy, but something about the way he carried himself made him exceptionally hot. He was leaner than most of the men she'd seen that night, who with a little grace had pumped and flexed to the roaring crowd, but what he lacked in size he made up with in sexuality. His movements were remarkably seductive, and she'd yet to see a single inch of his body.
Right, because he's head to toe in like a cummerbund and a cape.
Fully
Top
dressed.
hat.
He's better off just wearing like a sack.
They better all be tearaway. Every single piece.
Just
Tearaway
immediately.
cummerbund.
I,
All like
I,
the one piece.
I love the image of him in Diagon Alley, like at the cape, getting his cape and being like, do you have anything with sequins? I'm gonna really dazzle.
Do you have any pants that tear away? They're like, hi, you have spells. You can just tear
Right,
those
just
off.
tear them off.
Everyone's getting their wizarding robes, and he's getting like his like big green cummerbund.
Dance shoes.
From within his robes, he pulled out a large prop wand that he waved in front of him in long, fluid movements while the crowd cheered. Kneeling before one of the women close to stage, before waving his hand in front of it again and pulling out a single rose. Back.
Every time it disconnects, we should like switch places.
And then we're like, did it disconnect? We didn't
Oh my
realize.
God, we had no idea.
Sorry, guys, we're back.
And handing it to, waving his hand in front of it again and pulling out a single rose and handing it to the giddy woman. He reached up to his neck to unclasp his robe, then waved it around his body before tossing it to the side, the beat of the song continuing to pulse while he performed ridiculously mundane magic tricks for the crowd. More roses were handed out, and shortly after, he removed his hat, tapping it and removing various indecent sex toys and handing them out to the crowd as they screamed.
It's like instead of a rabbit, it's like the rabbit.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Wait, but he knows Hermione.
Yeah, but I don't think he's
Oh, he hasn't seen her yet.
Oh,
Okay, he's still like wooing the crowd.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
hasn't come. Okay. Oh, here we go. Should have read the next sentence. Hermione felt all but forgotten while he went about the show. He hadn't even glanced her way. But just as that thought hit her, there was a pause in the music, and he turned her way.
Break. Oh no.
No break. Fireboy had been right. The woman shackled to his magic box was fucking hot.
Oh, so now we're in his point of view.
Yeah.
Okay.
The author doesn't really
Just
discern.
whichever you want.
She wiggled deliciously under his gaze, her breasts bouncing delightfully within the movement as he slowly looked up and down her body, long toned legs pressed together under what he knew was a compulsion to suppress her desire. To think he'd barely just begun. He moved his hips as the music started back up. The mix was a departure from the original, slower and customized to his performance. As the beat began, he handled his wand, lowering it down to the front of his crotch, stroking it like a big, thick cock.
So he doesn't recognize her.
Apparently not. He's too engrossed in his own performance.
Also, I like that he's implying that she's just like chained up at like dancing.
She's like, out! I want out!
He's like,
This
"Hey."
isn't funny!
He's like, and her breasts bounced to the rhythm.
Or like that's like SOS.
Hermione gazed at the movement, unable to look away. It was vulgar and erotic at the same time. She pressed her legs together more tightly. I got the magic stick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice.
Just a note, the author wrote in the lyrics to the song and I told Allie not to do it, but I knew she was
But I don't like to listen to anyone.
Gryffindor.
I do what I want.
He danced to the music, twisting his body around, flipping a feat of athleticism and flexibility before landing gracefully on the floor in a push-up position, grinding his body to the floor behind him, mimicking a slow, grinding sexual act.
That's good.
That's exactly. It's like the worm. He's doing.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's doing a rocket move.
And then he drops down.
And then he starts doing bikini body. The chorus repeated again while he continued to grind and move before jumping up again and landing gracefully on his feet. With a graceful movement, he waved his wand over his body and his shirt came apart.
Boom. Breakaway.
End of chapter 1.
Ooh. Okay, so he doesn't recognize her.
Not
And
yet.
she doesn't recognize
him?
Oh,
he's got a
he has
mask.
a mask on.
Why doesn't he recognize her? Because she's like, looks good for once. She's like,
Okay, she's all sexified.
Dude. Oh, right.
Yeah.
She like has smoother hair and is wearing like cleavage.
she doesn't have like
She's
a
got
book
her-
covering her face.
She's got Moroccan oil.
Knowing Draco, he probably has like only recognized. He probably never even really looked at her. He just like saw the outline of her hair and her
You
like
filthy mudblood. And she's like, call me.
It's like Wilson from Home Improvement.
Oh my gosh, he's only ever seen this much.
What does she
Oh
look
my
like
gosh.
beneath that?
So this is not what I thought was going to happen. Okay, so neither of them recognize each other. But
This
they
is a
will in
great
chapter
setup.
2. So she's about to get a personal lap dance from her like nemesis. I mean, he's not her nemesis, but they hate each other.
Yeah, I mean, they made like slight reconciliations after the battle at Hogwarts.
They did?
Yeah, sort of.
I thought he ran off with his parents.
Oh, then remember they did that like scene where they saw each other at the train
Mm-hmm.
years
Oh,
later.
that's
Yeah.
right.
They kind of just nodded.
That's because they were like, we haven't spoken a word about the night at the strip club.
Yeah, we're like
What is it called? The Furious what?
the Forbidden
Night.
Nights. Forbidden Nights. God.
In my head, it was written with like a K, and it was like a medieval themed male strip
Oh,
club.
right. It sort of is like costume centric.
Yeah.
If he's dressed like an old fashioned magician, maybe
I-
they all have to be like someone.
I picture him coming out like twirling a cane, like very Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. So
Do
predictions
we-
for next.
Well, I was gonna say, do we have like a second to think about like this is a Muggle strip club? Like, what would the magical strip club have been like?
Right. I bet you he's gonna do magic. That's what I bet.
Yeah, and I wonder if he
Yeah.
doesn't want to be known. He went to Muggle strip club, so he wouldn't
Right.
be recognized.
Everyone would have seen him there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a magical strip club.
No, I'd go.
It's on Nocturne Alley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, now we have to think of names for that.
We definitely, if you can help us think of names for
Challenge.
a magical
Anyone has any idea?
male
Travel.
review strip club.
Yes, a magical.
Or
male.
female review strip club.
Yeah.
That's true.
Either one.
I can't think of any.
The Magic Snatch.
Huh?
What?
You can't just add Snatch to everything.
It's my go-to
Allie's
move. Nancy, if you're watching, you've inspired me greatly.
I now add snatch to the end of everything.
I feel like the Magic Snatch has a good ring to it, though.
But it doesn't like. It has to have like dance or something,
Oh.
or strip or something.
Okay.
I mean, you can name it whatever. It'll just be competing next door
Oh,
to
next
our
door to
strip
your-
clubs.
to your really-
So who knows who will go?
Mine will be the shady one that like lets anyone in, even underage. It's open to like
Gross.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, that was really good.
That's good. I'm excited about this story.
Okay, we're gonna let
Me
you all
too.
get back. Do we let them go?
Yeah, we let you go.
Or do we
Next
think-
We keep you here all
No,
night.
no, no. Next week we'll do chapter 2. It's just a 3-part series. And we'll look at any questions you asked and answer them, I guess, afterwards.
Yeah.
We're new to this.
We're new to this. We're doing it for the first time.
Oh,
And
thanks, guys.
I will say really quickly, if you haven't yet and you are liking our podcast, then subscribe on iTunes and leave us a review because we are still gunning for new and noteworthy. And at a minimum, we just want to keep doing this because it's a riot.
Right.
So if you like it, leave us some love. That'd be awesome.
Yep.
Okay, I'm now going to gracefully turn this off.
Oh yeah, it'll go
Done.
really good.
So,
Alright,
you
we'll
guys are
start
all
with
looking
our
down my
image.
cleavage,
Ooh.
but I am not just a man for you to stare at.